As you can read from the title and the thumbnail of the video, I have sold my 2015 IS20. It all happened way too quickly. I mean, I was definitely not ready for it. I had put up the ad for my car on our own page, TDH Classifieds, just for kicks, just to see, if there's any real buyer or something like that. And turns out there was a real buyer. Now, why I was trying to sell it and all, well, honestly, even I don't really have a answer to that question. Honestly, I was not really driving the car. It was just parked in my parking, eating up dust. What I'm buying next is a big question mark for me, because I think I've done almost everything that I could do in terms of making the most power in the least amount of money possible. So let me just give you a little backstory. The new owner of the car is from Kerala, and the car was supposed to be flatbedded to Kerala, but it didn't happen. The whole deal happened while I'm in Bangalore. I mean, I'm currently also in Bangalore. And it all happened way too quickly. So basically the car is in Bangalore now, which is a very big thing for me, because I really wanted to see it one last time before it went off. And the owner, flew down from Kerala to Pune, picked up the car and drove down to Bangalore, because even he wanted to meet up with me once. So we're on the way to meet the owner, and let's see my car for the very last time. And I'm oh shit. And I'm so happy that the owner drove it down to Bangalore, and he did drive it down. So I think so this is the last time we're gonna see Project Octi on the channel.
Baby, turn up the lights if you want me, if you want me, if you want me. Baby, turn up the lights if you love me. Baby, turn up the lights. Baby, turn up the lights if you want me, if you want me, if you want me. Baby, turn up the lights if you love me. Baby, turn up the lights. Baby, turn up the lights if you want me, if you want me, if you want me.
So this is basically my final time driving the car, I guess, and Samit over here has bought the car off of me. It's going to Kerala, of course, the real place of enthusiasts, I would say. And at least they have the roads to enjoy the car, whereas, Maharashtra, Pune especially, probably some of the worst roads in that state. So at least it's going to a good home. So this is the last time I will be seeing my Octavia. It's gonna head over to Kochi now tomorrow morning, and I've been very lucky to have at least see it over here in Bangalore. The owner was kind enough to drive it down here, and I hope he does an even crazier job on it than me and take it to a completely different level. So this is probably the last episode of season 2. It was a very unexpected turn of events, and it all happened way too quickly. So this is going to be a memorable one. So why did I sell my 2015 IS20 Octavia? Well, that's a very good question, and even I don't really have an answer to it. I was just one day thinking, why not just list it and see what sort of a price I can get for it. So I listed it on TDH Classifieds, and in a week or so I got a message from this very nice gentleman from Kochi, and yeah, he was basically following the build since the day I bought the car, and it was his, I guess, dream to buy it once I was gonna sell it. So he didn't want to miss out on the opportunity of buying it, and I was also like, why not? Let him have it. Maybe he'll drive it, take care of it a little bit better. One of the main reasons as to why I sold it is because, well, I was not using it. The car was being parked at my place for like 6-7 days without being started, without being taken out, or it was just in the workshop getting washed, or I was not really using it the way I intended to use it. Now that's partly because, well, Pune, there are no two ways about it, and the only way to say it, the roads are so yeah, that was one of the main reasons as to, I was just not driving it, and there was no real use to it. And all of the modifications and everything that I wanted to do to it, like changing the interior, revamping it, making it look super pretty, would have made sense if the usability was there, but I just couldn't see myself using it that much, so I had to let it go. So let me give you a quick overview as to what the car exactly was. So it was a 2015 Skoda Octavia TSI, not the VRS, nothing like that. It was just a normal Octavia TSI with the 1.8 TSI and a DQ200 gearbox. The day I bought the car, it already had the VRS bumper, the rear diffuser, it had some old replica aftermarket wheels, and the main reason as to why I bought it was because the DQ200 was upgraded with an RTMG Kevlar race clutch. So that meant I could push some serious power without having to worry about the DQ200 failing. Once I got the car into my hands, I wanted to do a build around the IS20 turbo. So I bought a used turbo. I upgraded the brakes to VRS 245 brakes. Then I put VRS 245 Vega wheels, 18 inches. I put VRS 245 suspension with Eibach lowering springs. I pushed the car with a Venom ECU and TCU remap, APR coil packs, a stainless steel downpipe, a dark side intercooler, which was very generously kind of sponsored by Darkside, and the lovely looking Pipercross carbon fiber intake, which was completely sponsored by Pipercross, and a big thank you to them as well. Of course, the car was built at Mechanics Automotive. There is no other place that I trust my cars with. So the car was built at Mechanics Automotive, and it had some work done by N Square Autotech as well, stuff like the logging and all of that stuff. Then of course the superb infotainment, which had the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, I think so. That was the last episode, and all of the maintenance work, build, tuning, everything was done by N Square Autotech, Venom Performance India and Mechanics Automotive. So the best place to tune your VAG cars in India, in my opinion. So the car was in very good hands. So it was a really fun time with the car. This was my most thorough build ever. I literally did everything: suspension, wheels, brakes, engine tuning, engine modifications. It had already gotten a body kit once I had bought it from the old owner. So it was a proper build, and yeah, probably one of the most fun builds that I've ever done. So then, what is next for me? Because this was definitely not in my plan.
Why VRS, bro?
Well, that is the obvious upgrade. I mean, I went from a Polo, Laura, Octavia TSI to now probably a VRS, and that is of course the most logical way of upgrading. But I want to be honest, I don't really want to buy a VRS, because the thing is, I've driven over 30 to 35 VRSs across the last 5 years or so. So I've driven that platform thoroughly, and let's be honest, the Octavia 1.8 that I had, I know it was not a VRS, but the platform, the interior, the engine and everything that you can do to it is just so similar to what the VRS is that I'm just not really intrigued by that platform anymore. I've tuned an E888 Gen 2, now I've tuned an E888 Gen 3, and the VRS is the better platform compared to the 1.8. But it's just too similar, and I think so you guys are also pretty bored of just watching VRSs over and over again. And let me give you some reassurance. The VRS is going nowhere. I mean, it's still going to be there on the channel, always going to be lingering about. We're going to keep on making videos on that platform just because the platform is still so robust and still so versatile. You can do so many things to it. So that platform is going nowhere. But as a car that I would like to own, yes, the VRS is something that I would like to own. I mean, it will just tick a box, but that's pretty much it. It's not something that I genuinely want to buy. So what do I buy? And honestly, for under 20 lakh rupees, the amount of power, performance and modification capabilities that the Octavia 1.8 gave me, there is no other car in the market under 20 lakh rupees that can match the Octavia 1.8 when it comes to just bang for buck. So I don't think I'm going to be looking for a car now which is going to be pushing more power, because the jump from a 330-ish horsepower Octavia 1.8 to something onto the next level, well, I think so I will have to put in another 25 to 30 lakh rupees easily and buy something crazy like a M Lite M or an AMG, something 10-15 years old like a F80 M3 or something. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I don't have that sort of money with me. So expecting something like that to come onto the channel right now, well, that's pretty much unrealistic. So I would like to buy those cars sometime down the future, because trust me, F80 M3s, F82 M4s, they're like basically my teenage dream cars, not even my childhood dream cars. They're attainable, just not attainable right now. So what should I buy? I was thinking I will buy something small, something a little bit more relatable as well, that the broader mass of people can relate to. Even an Octavia 1.8 is very unrealistic for a lot of people. Even if buying them is under 10 lakh rupees, it's very unrealistic for people to buy it because it's expensive to maintain. It's a gas guzzler if you think about it, and the modifications and everything that you want to do to it is very, very expensive. So I was thinking I'll buy something a little bit more relatable, probably something like, again, maybe a Polo 1 liter TSI, build it up, or maybe an i20 turbo, maybe a Virtus, maybe a Verna turbo, or maybe a diesel build like a Rapid TDI or a Vento TDI, Polo TDI, or something along those lines. That's what I have been thinking about, and save up for a couple of years and then buy something back crazy. So that is roughly what is going on through my mind. So let us know in the comments down below what you would like to see on the channel. Something that's usable, something that is relatable to the majority of y'all, and something probably that has not been done on the channel before. Well, so yeah, definitely a very sad departure for the Octavia on the channel, because it was totally unexpected, totally unplanned. And sometimes in life, when an opportunity is in front of you, you should just take it, and that's basically what I did. So definitely a sad departure, and it was one heck of a car, and a big thank you to the owner, because he's a proper car guy, and I'm sure he's going to take good care of it, and he's going to take it to the next level. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let us know what the next project car on the channel should be. Put your thoughts, comments in the description below, and I'll catch you in the next one.